Hi everybody, David here with another video at Trinity Focus Ministries. I've titled this one, Three Types of People. I'm going to apologize. I know the lighting's a little weird in this room. It keeps getting brighter and dimmer. It's because I just recently moved, so I'm getting used. I'm setting up a area, but anyway, so the So in the beginning, God created Adam and then Eve. So everybody is a descendant from Adam and Eve. But a lot of people don't think about this, but after God destroyed the earth with the flood, there was only one family left, and that was Noah and his wife and his 3 sons, which were triplets, by the way. And then each one of them had a wife. So, in a way, well, it's true, not in a way, but we are all descendants of Noah because of that. So, that's why I titled this 3 Types of People. Because Noah's sons were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. That was their names. And that is what makes up the 3 different people. So I'm going to read a little bit of scripture here. This is in way back in Genesis, and this is chapter 10, verse 1. And it says, "Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood." And then in that chapter it goes to describe all the genealogy of each one. But so it's kind of interesting to think about. We're all descendants from one of them. So without making this a super long video, I'll kind of briefly go over this. So the Shem is what they're known as. People are known as Shemites, and then Ham, his descendants are known as Hamites, and then Japhethites. So the Shem, he's basically, all right. After the flood, they started repopulating, and what happened was all of the people were in the one area, and they started. It was shortly after the flood, but after all these people, they started building a tower, and I'm sure a lot of you heard about this, but the Tower of Babel. And what happened was God dispersed them all because they were starting to worship. They wanted to build this tower, and it was he basically split them up into other all across the earth. But still, everyone falls into that one category, or one of the 3 categories. So real quick, I'll just read another verse of scripture here. This is chapter 11 in same book, Genesis, and this is verses 8 and 9, and this is in regards to the Tower of Babel. And it says, "So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth." So all right. Noah has 3 sons, and they all have offspring, and then they all repopulate, and they're all in one area in the earth, and they create the Tower of Babel, and then God disperses them across the earth, and they all have different languages. But when he dispersed them, they were all pretty much they would have been similar in the race, but they would have all been different. So um, without going into great detail, but this is the Shemites. That's the people that went off into like the Asia area. That's where you get most of your your Asians and people of that descent. And even the Jews, they fall in that category. The people of Israel, they're Shemites, which is interesting because Jesus was a Jew, so Jesus was a Shemite. And it's funny because everywhere, any church you go to, they have Jesus depicted like their own people, of course, which, like you'll see it in most Catholic churches that Jesus is a white guy, or you've heard of black Jesus, but really he was a Shemite. He wasn't white or black. And so the Hamites, that's where you get, they descended into northern Africa, and that's where you get your African race. Your not all of them, but all of the black people are Hamites, and but even some Hamites aren't black, because there's all sorts of different people out there in the earth, and but every group of people that falls into one of these categories. And then of course your Japhethites are your Caucasian race. That would be Germans. Me, I'm a Japhethite. If you're Caucasian, you fall into this category. So basically, it doesn't matter who you are, you fall into one of these categories. But honestly, the truth is, we all are pretty similar. It doesn't matter what category you are, because we all descended from the same couple, Adam and Eve, and then even from there, from Noah. And even our DNA is 99.9% identical. We're all, it's just that fraction of a percent that makes us different. But I don't know. I thought this was kind of just an interesting little study. I encourage you guys to, look into it, read about it, figure out the different countries and where they fall, and the history of all the people. And it's kind of interesting to think about, but I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.